Hello, it's me. It's Ace Combat 7. Theoretically, we're gonna play a thing. If I can get my cord unstuck. There we go. Anyway, what's up? I'm gonna keep an eye on the volume, but hopefully it's good, and I've already done the first, 3 missions. Also, it honestly sounds like I can't hear anything. Oh, hold on a second. Ah, it's got volume. I like the menu, by the way. The menu looks swanky. But I can't hear. I mean, I can hear a little bit. I turn it up a little.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Want to be able to hear people, you know? But anyway. I've already done the first couple missions just to make sure it works and all that jazz, and it appears to be fine, so we're gonna restart, because may as well start from the beginning. Instead of just starting 3 missions in on the stream or whatever. That wouldn't make any sense. I do need to check if okay. Hotkeys work. Sometimes when I run games, the hotkeys don't work when it's full screen. Don't ask questions. I don't know how this stuff works. It's all magic to me. Hey Zev, how you doing? I said expert in the title, and the expert's not the difficulty. God damn it. Anyway, how you doing, Zev? We're gonna play on hard with expert controls, because not expert controls are real stupid.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you?
Hold on. Why is it so quiet?
Is everyone here?
Ignore all of this. We'll be back here in a bit. It's a good start to a stream. It shouldn't be this quiet, and yet it is. We'll just max it out, fuck it. What could go wrong? Anyway, I am also doing fine. I didn't sleep last night, but I slept all day yesterday, so... Well, not all day, but... I basically don't sleep in any semblance of consistency anymore, so... The good old days of not being able to sleep. Hopefully the volume's better.
Does the color of the sky mean
Not really.
anything special to you?
Ah, but muting myself skips the thing. No, fuck.
Is everyone here?
Yeah. I gotta restart because the cutscene's not gonna fucking play if I mute myself, apparently. Good game. You just have to deal with the miscellaneous noises that I make during cutscenes.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot.
Although it's Ace
When
Combat.
I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue.
It's not necessarily the highest quality of storytelling video games.
Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right.
I will say, I do like
I'd
the
gone from
way
being a little girl to,
Ace Combat
well,
does the
still a
storytelling.
girl, just older. But now, I was all alone.
Even though the story is always a bit
Wherever
silly,
the souls
I
of
do
my
like the way
Gramps
they
and
do
his
it.
pals are flying. I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Suddenly the volume kicks in. Had to be quiet the whole time, and then suddenly now it has all of the volume.
So, I flew up. Straight up. Through the clouds. Higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Don't touch this guy, you're not my dad.
Piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Hooray, we're dead. Are you sure? No, actually, I'm not.
I said settle down.
You could be my dad, who knows?
You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack,
Just like every other Ace Combat game I've played, the beginning is extremely basic.
There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
I suspect that it's probably going to have the same problem that other Ace Combats have, where there's difficulty spikes.
attacking the base.
But I think it's kind of built around that. Because there's what are essentially boss fights, so I feel like it's built around the difficulty suddenly spiking up all the time. But anyway, we're Trigger. That's us. Who is Trigger? No idea. I hadn't played long enough to know that, but there's a few people with names on this mission, and then there's just generic Golem 3 and 4, which I think are in every Ace Combat game. Why? I don't know. I don't know what Golem specific, the moniker specifically entails, but they're in every game for some reason, so. Anyway, we're being bombed. We will. So this game it has multiplayer, for what that's worth. This game uses essentially a tech tree. to unlock things. It's the slowest fucking tech tree in the known world, but because I've already done a couple missions just to, you know, see if it's fun and make sure it works, it's probably going to skip most of the tutorials, but I already have this plane unlocked because I bought it. But essentially you get money for every mission or every multiplayer mission. Multiplayer fight? Whatever. You get money and then you spend it on these, and then you can unlock upgrades, which we'll talk about in a second because I have a couple. You can unlock upgrades to improve your planes, and you can unlock special weapons specifically for the planes. So there's a lot of variety. It's kind of nice. You've got the standard, you know, carrier-based fighters. You've got stuff like this abomination. You've also got stealth fighters and stealth bombers and miscellaneous other things, which I don't think were in prior... Some of these I don't think were in prior games. 37 definitely was. I don't think the 34 was. But anyway, there's a lot of planes. They do a lot of things. There's a MiG. There's a Gripen. I don't know what a Gripen is. It's a low-weight multi-role fighter, apparently. But there's a lot of options, and we're probably going to unlock a lot of them. Particularly this thing, because I just want to shoot stuff with a 30mm machine gun. That's really all. I just want to shoot things. But anyway, we have this plane, so we're going to use this plane, but it is very slightly better than the starter plane. There's also this one, which doesn't have guns, so don't fly it. But this is the one from the intro cinematic that they built up that can't do anything. But it's there if you want to fly it around. So again, we're going to use this one, which is the one I have purchased, but it also has some upgrades on it, which is the parts. I think Ace Combat 6 used this, but I didn't play Ace Combat 6 because I didn't really like Ace Combat 6. But if it is in that, it makes a return. But essentially it's just things that you can unlock that improve certain stuff. You can only have 8 of them, and they take a certain quantity of points to use. And if you look in the bottom right, there's a little thing over there that shows you how many points you have. But, you know, you can see on the bars too, the little flashing yellow part is what it upgrades, and the green, the solid green, is my total upgrades. So it's a little bit better than the base plane. But that's the gist of the hangar. Beyond that, it's essentially just Ace Combat, so.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Now when we actually get into the game, it's literally just Ace Combat. It's the old school style Ace Combat. It kind of reminds me of Zero because it's it's fairly fast paced once you're in the air.
Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron.
Now there is something that I don't think was in the prior Ace Combats that I played. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually, which is the high G maneuvers.
Your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight.
Which is literally just turning really sharp.
Faith in you. Good luck.
Somewhat unrealistically turning really sharp.
Do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are...
Also, let me, can I change the... Can't. That's unfortunate. Hold on. Let me just lower it in OBS, because I think the volume is a little too high. We'll just do that, see how that works out.
Airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
We have to stop the bullshit.
Mage 2,
feels
form
bad.
up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Column 4, understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack, Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. You fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Is it?
You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Anyway, this is a high G turn. So this is a normal turn. You do this, you do this. You know how that works. And then you can slow down the plane to make it a little bit tighter. But instead of doing that, what you can do is you hit, well, you can change it, but I have it set to hit accelerate and decelerate. And that gives you that little, it also makes you stall sometimes, but it gives you, you can see it if I look at land a little bit better, it gives you a really sharp turn suddenly. But anyway, we should probably shoot this down. Where did it go? This is a reasonable question. Where did it go? There you are. Also, this is a very pretty looking game. In case you haven't already noticed that, it's a lovely looking. So we're gonna use the high G turn a lot.
Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill
Also,
in these
flying in
spots.
clouds is fucking awful. I can't believe I missed that. That's just embarrassing.
It's still a leash, though.
Hey, I need you to stop flying. Flying through clouds is really bad.
Not bad, Mage 2.
Can't see shit, Captain.
Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Tutorial
There
stuff.
it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Like, I think it mentions it later, but the clouds do actually have a gameplay effect too, besides being impossible to fucking see in. They lower your missiles lock-on capability. Default missiles, anyway. I don't know if they affect
Let's go introduce ourselves.
the limited lock-on missile things.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts flow up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
You're not telling me how to change my target. I ain't got no time for that. How do you miss
Target and ready to attack.
at that range?
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Mage 2 locked.
Also, your AI teammates appear to actually do
Target
things in this
confirmed
game.
down. Looking good, Mage 2.
They're not the greatest, but they do actually do things. They
Mage
do
2,
damage, they
targets in
fire,
range. Pair of bombers.
they try their best, you know?
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
That's gonna miss. Oh, it
Mage 2,
didn't.
target down.
What? Again, this is the first mission.
That's
It's gonna be
It's great
super
when it's
simple.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Why would I possibly do something stupid? Don't be silly.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Yeah, they do less damage than you, but at least in this game they're shooting and hitting things. Like the older Ace Combat stuff that I played, I felt like they never actually tried, which was kind of annoying, but there's no way that'll work, but we'll try it anyway. Never mind.
Target is down.
Apparently these missiles are just God.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Targeting gun range.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
You thought they did more in the older ones? Really? Just gonna slowly rotate this way. They were further over here than I thought they were, apparently. Maybe I'll see when we get later in. They're probably not very good against drones. I wonder if how much of this game is actually fighting drones. Do the AI ever upgrade their shit? Like, do they ever get better planes? I know the enemies probably do, otherwise that'd just be silly.
Enemy's locked. Missile, breaking.
They didn't kill it. Oh well.
Enemy is fled.
Targeting gun range.
That was a little overzealous on thinking that would work.
Warning, bandit on your six. Fox 2, Fox 2. Bandit has a lock. Enemy has fled.
Oh, they always use the same planes. Feels bad.
Missile fired. Evading. Still in the fight. Lost a friendly.
That may have been a little dangerous to be doing that, but hey, here we are.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I'd call that mission accomplished. We've still got half our baggage. Emptying them on
They have no flight lead command.
H2's bandit confirmed down.
That's true, we don't have that.
You're low on special weaponry.
Yeah, I know.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Locked. Missile away.
Get the fucking game to lock onto the right thing, that'd be good.
No remaining special weaponry.
Don't let them destroy the harbor. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire.
One remaining.
Apart from just telling the AI to help me, I didn't really use the flight command stuff very much.
To Gollum and Mage. Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
By the way, this isn't max settings, because my potato computer can't run max settings and stream at the same time.
Got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Gollum Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Gollum 1.
What's the
return to
deal
base
with
to report
all the
for
drones?
debriefing.
Kinda wish it made you land. I'd like to get new computer parts, but it's expensive, and I don't really need them. This is the appropriate flight angle for landing on this, by the way. I'm gonna come in on an 80-degree
Call sign is
angle.
Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff.
Oh, you got the 7. Radeon 7,
We are
Radeon
currently
V, or
assessing
whatever
the
the fuck
damage
you
to
wanna
the
call it.
base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Usian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Don't mind me just spinning around. We got 65,000 dibbly-doos. Oh, 35,000, but whatever. I wish there was a micro center near me. They always have cheap stuff. I have an RX 480 4 gig.
Today, the Kingdom of Erusia has
Works
declared
alright.
war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
Perhaps don't mention the Kestrel, considering they targeted all the aircraft carriers, but
20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war. One that had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
that gun is so loud. I mean, it is a,
In case you were wondering, yeah,
fighter machine gun.
I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delete of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate.
What a
Its
lovely
gun was
place.
aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Just a few too many pieces of corn in the cutscenes. It's Ace Combat. I still have no idea what any of this has relation to what I'm doing, but...
The Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Scofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
If I'm remembering correctly, we fight drones on this mission. And then after that, I'm blind again. I don't think I have enough money to purchase anything worth a crap. I could get ground missiles. Like ground bombs. Sure. Just to simplify my life ever so slightly. What difficulty am I on? Hard. Hard, expert. Expert's not a difficulty, but you know.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Should probably put that in the title. Instead of expert, but hey.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Whoa, I can yell. I like how it just now tells you that.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Complete our vehicle out of
This certainly does make it a lot easier to shoot these instead of having to strafe them.
It's popping off off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
You want to target the right thing? I know I'm not looking at a video game, but come on. There you go.
Stanley, being attacked by enemy aircraft. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Look at how easy this is when I don't have to pay attention to what I'm
Target
doing.
destroyed. 5 to go.
We may as well shoot the APC because it's free money.
Get the fighters out there. Protect the radar vehicle.
There is another anti-air. There it is. I was gonna say there's another anti-air gun somewhere.
Wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
LM1, box 2. I've got you now. Firing.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion.
Can I bomb
Enemy
you?
interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wasn't the most efficient use, but hey.
Take them down.
I don't need. What are the controls on keyboard
Pay
actually?
attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
You're almost out of special
Who's-
weaponry.
It's probably one of the helicopters somewhere. Where? Oh, there they are. Yeah, it's the helicopters.
Just about to go online. We pushed the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
Page 2, enemy has a radar lock on you.
They evaded. Continuing attack.
How did I miss that one? Did I even fire? I might not have fired. I think I did though. We're gonna run out of bombs. Feels bad. How much have I played or seen? I've played fucking clouds. I've played this mission and the first one obviously, and then that's it. I've not seen anything, so I should probably deal with these helicopters.
One more to go.
Because they're being assholes.
It didn't connect.
Page 2, locking.
It's gonna be a little hard to actually hit those properly.
They evaded. Continuing attack.
This is the downside of bringing bombs. Now I don't have missiles. Well, you know, like multi-lock-on missiles that are really good for helicopters.
They got a friendly.
I feel like that might have been a little overkill for a helicopter, but you know what?
Missile closing. Check.
That won't hit. Oh, it did.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Mage 2, break that lock!
Roger 6.
Mage 2, shot down a bandit.
Plus this gives us money, so...
Page 2, missile launch.
And I don't think I need this many missiles for the rest of this mission. Should be alright.
Are you telling me we can't even avenge our fallen?
Avenge our fallen. No.
Missile coming. Break. Break.
How dare you shoot missiles at me? That's quite rude.
Fire. Evading.
Should go for an S rank.
Locked.
And that's like speed and killing things, isn't it? And we're not exactly going speed here.
Radar was just about to go online. We aim over clear ground. School 3, get the bailout now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
I really need you to stop firing missiles at me with the
Radar
fucking
vehicle's destroyed, but
helicopters.
the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Oh, they're taking off.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
There's an enemy on your tail. Evading. No, they're not waiting for the
What does
radar
killing the
vehicle.
radar tower do, actually? Hold on.
Redo the setup.
Not the radar tower, the control tower.
Back to those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
All right.
Let's blow up a
This base is
truck,
worth
why not?
destroying.
Page 1, launching missile.
Oh. The greed was immense.
They have a lock on you. Shake them.
Missile coming. Break. Break. Bandit invaded attack. Trying again. Evade. Evade.
You also get bonus for not taking any damage, which is pretty great. What the fuck is this pathing you're doing, my dude? What the fuck is this lock-on selection that's occurring right now? Target the thing next to me.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Golem 2, you can't go after every target.
I guess we're not gonna lock onto the thing that was next to me, that's fine. We'll just shoot the things that are on the runway, which is extraordinarily rude.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
Ooh.
4 targets remaining.
I don't think I hit it with any of those bullets, but it looked cool. Damn it. We're going for the scare tactic, alright?
Missile away.
And you can't dodge missiles when you're on a runway.
Huh? Keep your mind focused.
3 targets remaining.
All transports have been destroyed.
Can't see shit, Captain. Which way you going, dude? You're just gonna loop? Alright. There's a lot of shit flying past me. Just want to point that out. Oh.
I'm glued to this one. I'm on his rear. Column 4, Fox 2.
You're gonna make this annoying, aren't you, my MiG friend?
Bring their buddies back from the dead. Butcher 6. Missile inbound. Breaking.
There we go.
Fire. Still flight capable.
Yes, let's target the truck.
Hold submarine. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear, 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away.
Now we fight the drones, which are like planes, but extraordinarily maneuverable. To the point where they defy physics.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage.
Like, look at this
Probably
formation they do.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones.
When you look at that in the replay, it's hilarious.
We're dealing with UAVs, but that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys.
God damn, you got a lot of acceleration.
These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them.
Yeah, I know what a high G turn is. What you think I've been doing?
Confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
I can't go any slower, drone.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Behind target and ready to
He's
attack.
too slow. Alright, fuck it.
Golem Squadron, surround them.
Below me is a named
Watch
play.
out. The enemy has a lock on you.
What does this mean?
Fox 2.
Ooh, that was really close to death. But I'm alive, so therefore it's alright and perfectly calculated.
I'm on this one's tail.
Shit! I got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
Enemy UAV.
Right, it only takes one missile.
Hell
Forgot.
yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
I mean, they're currently letting me get all the glory, which is okay by me. I fucking hate these things. They spin too fast, they're too fucking slow.
The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt. Don't try to read their movements.
Alright, it's not gonna work. Alright. Let's go de-ice. I think I'm out of the cloud. Can't fucking tell. There's too many clouds. Or just fight above the clouds. Oh, it's a named plane.
Missile, evade! Bandits are in the clouds.
Can you stop? That dude just did a fucking 180.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes
I know it's a
down an
drone,
enemy.
but that thing just 180'd and shot a missile at me.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
get through this without any casualties.
I will have to investigate the aces. I don't really mind. It's just a skin. I don't really care that much, but...
Don't ice up in there.
Can't see shit, Captain.
Target is in range of guns.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Nope. I was locked on, and then I was very abruptly not locked on, so... This thing's gonna 180 and start shooting shit at me again. Nope. These things are like fighting the fucking aces. Because they have ridiculous quantities of maneuverability.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
I forgot the thing moves when you look around.
Days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
I would imagine they get better from here, but so does my plane, so...
Current target is on rails, but there's still military...
At least I hope my plane gets better. I could do the whole game with the starter plane. What could go wrong? I didn't mean to skip that.
Keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
I accidentally skipped a little dialogue there. But anyway, we will. This is the mission I did not do, so here on it's all things that I have no idea what's happening.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Ocean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Need better security on those things. Look at all of everything's fucking backwards and I keep forgetting about it. Look at all the friendlies. Wowee, what could possibly go wrong? The PSLS is very good. Is that a weapon? Or a plane? That's a lot of... Is that just mods down here? It is. That is a lot of mods. It's a trap. It's always a trap. ASLS sounds like a weapon, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Oh, it's the pulse laser. Yeah, that thing. Anyway, my next plane's probably going to be the F-15. Which is 385, which I don't have nearly that much. I really do want to buy the A-10 just to have the A-10. I like that thing. Leave me alone. I mean, we could just keep going down the middle tree instead of going air superiority. But it's not like the F-15's bad. I mean, it has no ground until E, but... I need an A-10 at some point, so it has one of those missions. Good to know. Let's use this plane, Smile. No parts, right? They don't like level on their own? No, okay.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
There was a mission in, I think it's in like every one of them, but the one I remember is in 0, where there's, it's like 90% ground targets that you have to deal with. So I remember taking, I'm pretty sure the A-10 was in that, but I remember taking an A-10 for that to deal with it.
Mage 2 is away.
Is it altitude that does it? I don't know. Apparently it is.
Good luck.
We could have skipped that, and it adds literally nothing to the game, but you know.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Who are we fighting?
Mage 1, Wilco.
Who are we fighting? Usea? What's the other one? I've forgotten the names. The names are stupid. It doesn't matter. We're fighting the red people. The red people are bad. Anyway, I should probably accelerate instead of just cruising.
Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things.
Ah, good. There's fucking air currents. Rather strong, too.
Even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Quite strong air currents. That was an overzealous missile lock-on. I'll give you credit though, AI, I do that all the fucking time.
Missile launched. Miss. That's a miss.
Bandit acquired. Locked on. I have to break. Grand 3, bailing out.
Erusha.
Right, I'll make it quick.
There you go. That's who we're fighting. The red people.
On your tail.
I was tempted to strafe that. In case you're curious why I was so close to him.
Gargoyle 2, fire, now. I've lost control.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares.
I have flares? Oh, I do have flares.
Even if you're in a 9G turn.
What the fuck kind of control scheme is that? Why is it those two?
It's chow time.
Break. They got me.
Do the humane thing and put it down.
3 remaining.
We have a lot of allies on this mission.
Golem 1, Box 2.
It's not the pilot's job to know who they're fighting. It's the pilot's job to follow orders and shoot
H2
missiles.
locked.
Can't tell which way he was fucking flying there. You just shoot a fucking missile at me. Then you're gonna dodge it because of that turn. Yeah. There we go. I'm trying not to hit the 75 people that are next to me.
This right here is what we call a learning experience.
Roger that.
We have too many friendlies. I like this very calm music that's going off.
Attack didn't connect.
I'm just chilling.
It's chow time. Nice kill.
One remaining.
We're really high up, and I just noticed that.
Locked on hostile.
Are you turning the direction I think you are? You're not.
I need to get away. Breaking.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
Did you fucking shoot a missile at me during that? You what? Yeah, I'm stalling. Shut up.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
What is the max
Radar shows no
altitude in
sign
this
of
game,
bandits. You're
actually?
in the clear.
We shot his gun, so
Broken a sweat.
it sounded like he was locking on.
Pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming. Evade. Break. Break.
Wait, what the hell?
Caution, missile!
Caution, a large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft stay alert.
Oh, fuck. That thing had a little bit better tracking than I was anticipating. Oh man, drones, we will. That thing carries a lot of them. How does it charge them? Is it just a giant solar panel?
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
I wish I had the multi-lock on missile things.
About that monster.
We're just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Will we live through this?
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're out.
Oh, that's why the tracking on that shit was so good? Okay.
Easy.
Break, now!
That's an
All
unfortunate
aircraft, no
miss.
change in game plan.
I can't get a read on this thing.
What is locked
Destroy the
onto me?
Arsenal bird.
Up against that thing?
What is locked onto me?
Just keeping up with the drones.
Golem Squadron.
Shit
take
was
out
locked
Big
on
Baby
forever.
Huey.
Split up. Find your own target. Twitter's that light from the Arsenal bird. What's going on here?
Oh, this is just awkward. Oh, hey, that's what's locked onto me. Right.
This one.
Missile headed for friendly.
I can't get a lock. Skeleton 1, check 6, Commander. They got me!
Shit. They have to restart this one
Skeleton
with a
1
different
lost.
plane.
Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the
Where's
situation.
the... There it is. Whoa, buddy.
Drones. I can't reach the Arsenal bird.
Don't let the UAV movements knock you sideways. Even a machine can be outsmarted.
Column 2, missile, evade.
Evading!
Why the fuck do these track so well?
Three, column 2's hit.
Status report.
I know they are that what they are, but goddamn, why do they track so well?
Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break! Break! Missile!
Hey, can you stop locking onto me for a second? I appreciate it.
Another friendly!
Only have some flares. That's a fair point. They did just explain that.
Coming! What's the plan?
Where's that report?
Dodging it's more exciting though.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution, all aircraft stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking.
Evade! Controls are out.
Alright, that pulses damage. That's not fun. How come I don't have fancy pulse damage like that? What's the actual range on that? Oh, there's a checkpoint?
UAV's closing.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those
I'll try with this
bastards.
one.
They had that thing
Although
combat
I'd really
ready this
have,
whole
I'd
time.
prefer to have something that isn't
Radar lock.
a long range. But you know.
We're just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Damn, they're agile. And there's too many of them.
These guys won't go
I
down
miss.
easy.
Feels bad.
Now!
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Let's see. Where is... There it is.
It's hard enough just keeping up with the drones.
Golem Squadron, take out Big
It has so many missile launchers on it. Good lord.
Enemy dead overhead. Look at that light from the arsenal bird. What's going on here?
Maintain element.
Mage 2, missile launch. Chaffin flares deployed.
I can't get a lock.
Just gonna do that and fly over this way. Still a missile alert, apparently, despite having used flares. Whatever.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
I'm gonna need you to target something other than the fucking propellers. Thanks.
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Golem 2, missile, evade!
Yeah, I saw on the radar the radius of it. I just meant like up and down.
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit!
Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is
Golem
Golem 2.
2.
Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3,
You got a UAV headed right for you.
Roger that.
This is a very sturdy aircraft.
We lost another friendly.
Skeleton 3's lost.
They just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report?
Yeah, really, this thing should have, like, you know,
HQ, what's
stopped
happening?
flying a while ago.
Keeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
I hate that these things can maintain lock-on when they
Caution.
miss.
All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there.
Breaking!
Evade. Controls are out. I'm breaking up.
What does it look like when this thing's doing that,
Skeleton
actually?
2 lost.
Ah, that's quite large, actually.
Got incoming.
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they'd noticed earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
It's got a
Save
fair
your chatter
point.
for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Oh, now I have to kill these.
Shoot
Good.
down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Fuck drones.
Copied that. Returning home.
Nah, that was
Miss, that's a
overzealous.
miss.
Is it 2?
That
1.
boy, Mage
Okay.
2, just keep firing.
1 missile per.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Missile headed for friendly!
Mage 2, UAV down.
For the loner.
Locked. Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
I'm gonna need you to stop. Stop this. Whatever this
The longer it
is,
takes, the worse
cease it.
our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired. Mage 1 launching missile.
In gun range.
This is Mage 1, I'm spiked.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
More UAVs.
That's it, baby. Come to Poppy.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
I have 69 missiles.
Leaving Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
I'm gonna need you to stop
Retreating
shooting
aircraft,
missiles at my
prepare for
dudes.
combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
I'm gonna need you to stop shooting a lot of my dudes.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
Fast. It's like he...
Look at how active these things fucking are. No, there's 0 chance of that
What the
working.
hell? Golem 2, status report.
Don't die on me, Golem 2.
Just talk to me.
And no
I'm
grunting.
against an SU-30. Orange wingtips.
Why? Oh, that's why there's a
Imagine
30.
move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Why is it here, though?
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fort Gray's aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
I assume I don't fight it here. That'd be really early to be fighting shit like
I
that.
don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brownie, break off.
Yeah, what gave that away? The fact that she's saying I'm scared and crying? That's probably generally not a good sign. You fucker. Look, man, thank you.
Get those UAVs off of friends.
Let Gollum and Maid Squadron handle it.
Get your asses out.
Mage 2, enemy sighted on your tail.
You fucker.
Targeting gun range.
Yowza.
Yowza. Yeah, me too, dude.
This is for who we lost.
No, he's turning.
If Maid Squadron still have their hot shot, then we just might make it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Gollum and Mage, we owe you a debt. And we'll pay it.
You do owe me a debt. I like a pizza as payment. Fuck you, dude. Why do you turn so much?
Move in to provide support.
Because you're a drone, I know, but stop it.
Don't think, focus.
A few seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know.
They certainly upped the early game difficulty at the very least, in terms of actually fucking tracking things.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show any mercy.
Because the other Ace Combat's really... Shit. My greed cost me some money.
Getting a little tight.
Enemy has a radar lock on you.
The older Ace Combat stuff, the only trouble you really have is the aces.
Mage 2, provide cover for Allied retreat.
And those don't show up forever.
Mage 2 is taking on multiple UAVs. He's got them at bay. We owe him one.
You do owe me one, I keep saying that. Please hit. Okay.
Radar lock acquired.
Got one in my sights.
He's so fast. Like, holy shit, he is
Good
fast.
job,
huh?
Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself.
Is she
Golem 2,
alright?
get away from the enemy.
She's really not doing well.
Support! Somebody! Support!
That's not gonna hit. Well, she's fucking gone.
Bandit is down.
I like the change of music, by the way.
Golem 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Lockdown bandit.
There's a lot of stall warnings going on.
Mage 2, locked.
Maid Squadron, get those things off my ass.
I'm tied up now.
Alright,
Trigger,
one
can
left.
you help him?
I'm trying, dude. I mean, he's the only one left and there's a bunch of us. You guys could help too, you know? I'm getting greedy with missiles, but we have a lot of missiles left.
Missile away.
I'm usually pretty greedy with missiles. Man, imagine if you didn't spawn with like 80 missiles.
All UAVs have been splashed.
2% damage, rest in peace my no damage bonus.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Maid Squadron, withdraw.
Mission accomplished. Bing. I didn't get my bing when the mission accomplished came up. I want a refund. The thing reminds me of that really big solar-powered plane.
You are cleared for approach. The deck is clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing.
Where's the fucking carrier? Oh, there it is, way over there. What the fuck is this angle?
H2, bank left.
This is a... What kind of angle did I come in on this shit for?
1500 to carrier.
Didn't turn sharp enough.
Bank right.
Should be doable. Nah, I'm a little misaligned. It's an arcade game, so it still might work, but... Hook. Hey. Easy hook.
I knew you'd be back.
It's also an arcade game. That wouldn't have worked if this was an actual simulation, but hey, I'll take it.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation.
Do you get bonus for actually doing the landing, or can I just skip those forever?
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure.
Yeah, why didn't they kill the
aircraft
carrier? That's a fair
Kestrel
point.
2 was sunk during the attack
Oh,
on Fort
well.
Monty. Carrier-borne aircraft
They killed that
mistakenly bomb
carrier.
urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
There's bonuses for takeoff, landing, and midair. Okay. So I should do those. Good lord, the pieces of the big drone mothership thing. Drone ship? They're not worth very much. Yeah, there's a space elevator, what of it?
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
Your drones are shit. Just build more of the big one.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask?
Just flood the skies.
This place is a shithole.
Wow, language.
If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come.
Spoilers, we lost the war.
I try to bust out, and every single time those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Arusian princess rallying her people on the Arusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osea, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osea was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osea down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
The confidence. Rescue.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult.
I like when I yawn and my jaw pops. It's great.
However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osea's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after.
What could go
A
wrong?
number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Do you have perms to post links? I actually don't remember. I'll be honest. What is all this? Anti-air guns? SAM sites as well. Turns out you do. Look, man, I don't remember. There's almost no one in chat usually, so. Hold on. Oh, this is the world map. I remember fucking Yaktobanya. I don't know why that's the only one I fucking remember on this map, but it is. Who came up with these names? Because they're all awful. Every single one of these names is terrible. Anyway, we have 160 left to buy the A10. I want to buy the A10. I could buy a MiG. Why would I want a MiG? Or alternatively, I could just keep saving for one of the things over here, like this one. Which comes with this air-to-air burst missile. That actually sounds pretty useful, considering how often the drones just suddenly evade missiles. I think we'll just keep saving for this one. Which might be after this mission, depending on how much we earn, I don't know. Probably not after this one. Planes are expensive, you know. Do I want ground? Do I want missile? Let's go with ground.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
The advantage of using the ground missiles instead of the ground bombs is that I don't have to be flat to fucking drop it. And I do often like spinning arbitrarily for no reason.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence.
Alright, chat, we gotta be quiet.
We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
Who's my co-pilot? Good question. Let's not turn too much here.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Don't tell me about ice. I'm supposed to be in the fucking clouds. Are both people trigger? They both are now. That's the official call sign of both of them. Oh, there's some fucking wind over here.
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job.
Why is it so
but stay
fucking
focused.
windy? Holy shit. This is a jet? This is the most powerful wind I've ever seen. It's actually turning me too. Which is kind of convenient because I'm supposed to be turning here. Like, this is a hell of an updraft over here.
No problem. Situation normal. No change. RTV, going home.
I need you to stop being so goddamn windy. Thanks. Immediately fulfills that. Yeah, let's hope no one looks up, like in the slightest, because we're real close to the ground. Or, you know, listens because it's a fucking jet that I keep using the afterburners on. You're pushing me down this time. I'm glad we get to listen to the thing rattle too. It's a nice atmospheric touch,
Trigger,
you know?
you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry. We're
What
watching.
the fuck you mean go with my gut? That's not how command is supposed to work. I guess they could be assuming it's one of their own. You're not wrong. It's fucking wind, man. Alright, apparently we have two paths. Is it that tiny path and then the, like, bigger one? Is that our two paths?
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Yeah, I know. Clouds are icy. I'm assuming there's an altitude limit is why I'm not just going up.
You're making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not
This
gonna
doesn't
lie,
seem like
just
the correct
me
way to
and your
go, I'll
radar
be
out there.
honest.
Just know you got a bunch bunch of people pulling for you.
Thanks, dude. I opted for this one because it's small.
You're 3/4 of the way. Been a
Small,
long
harder,
fight,
difficult
nearly home.
path. Surely is the
Harling
quicker
is
way.
still the president in my eyes.
Fuck this wind.
He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it.
Like,
Despite
actually,
his
fuck this
success,
wind.
He remained a humble hero. I'll do my
This
best
is
to
the
save him.
the strongest wind. It'd be awful to live here. Just imagine it. We go left here?
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Right. Looks like there's another tiny path we can cut through over there. If we go that way. Like, living here would be so awful. Make a little bit of a sharper turn this way. If I was more confident in my ability to fly with this wind, I could be using the speed to get there faster. Oh, that's right, you can expand the map. Forgot about that. Look at the radar. Cut it
We're
down
on
a
high
little.
alert. Send up interceptors on the double. We're watching. It's probably just a bug.
Did I go too high? Because I wasn't paying attention? It's possible. Oh, the fucking wind is back. This wind is an asshole. Ooh, we're actually going sideways. Get away from that. There we go. We were actually getting pushed.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear.
Good.
Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing
Did we ever
Sea
get to
Goblin's
see
landing zone.
Skykeeper? I don't remember. Like, is it ever a physical thing in the game at any point? Should probably target the SAMs first.
You're being locked onto.
Oh, there's another one over there. Shit.
H2, target down.
Get the SAMs first and the rest of it's free.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here.
Thanks,
Oh,
All
bud.
squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn.
Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron.
Where are they at?
focused.
There
Y'all
they
know
are.
your
They
job.
just...
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond.
Like, they get me in
Target
here.
destroyed.
Sure, we do all sneaky and
All
such.
SAM sites down.
And then, like,
There are
these
still
idiots...
AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ.
We break radio silence, and then these idiots just fly straight
Sea
through
Goblin will
all
arrive
of the
shortly.
radar.
Eliminate hostile anti-air before then.
We gained,
H2, target down.
like, maybe 30 seconds of time.
Do we have a clear LZ?
I don't
Mission
understand
still in progress. Stand by.
what the benefit of that
H2,
was.
rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy
Look, man,
them.
I'm trying.
Lockdown hostile.
Ground target destroyed.
That one didn't die? Excuse me? My teammates could come over here and help. That'd be pretty swanky.
Bombs away.
Ow. There's my no damage again. Always to the lowest damage. Ow.
Half of the anti-air guns down.
May as well get shot since I've already been damaged. What is the point of all these allies that are not helping me in the slightest? They're just kind of flying around. Are they shooting? Doesn't look like it.
low on special weaponry. Targeting gun range.
This dramatic music we've got too. Man, once you get the SAM sights down, these things can't really do anything to you.
Mage 2 bombs away.
May as well use the last one.
Target eliminated. Good work.
If it reloads, there it
Remaining
goes.
special weaponry. All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are cleared to land.
Roger. Rendezvous point in sight. We're almost there.
Container box.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor.
I know what those are.
Launched UAVs.
Sea Goblin here. Going up to meet our 2 VIPs.
I would like to blow those up before they launch, but it's probably not going to let me, is it?
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Not at all.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
Good.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
This is Sea Goblin. Heading over to the express
Actually,
location now.
I can target those.
They have a lock on you. Shake them.
Fox 2. Mage 2, target destroyed.
Oh, that didn't kill it. We're gonna have to be kind of quick if we're gonna spend so much time over here, because our shit's gonna be getting attacked. 2 missiles? Either the first one missed or it's 2 missiles.
We're fighting against machines. Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us!
Looks like it's 2. Also machine gun
UAVs
noises.
approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off! Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back!
Machine gun noises. Oh, I hit a house. Okay, well, fuck that house, I guess.
Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harling, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Good lord, what is happening out there?
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
Try to blow up these other 2 containers, even though they're not marked.
Don't let up.
Anything that says, oh wait,
Sierra 2! That was thermobaric!
more over here.
UAVs moving away from the harbor toward the space elevator. Shoot them down.
Shit! Rocket!
Damn. UAV down.
Strike!
Missed.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling.
Hello, Colonel Johnson.
Along with the soldier who had this radio. I'll get Mr. Harling out of here.
What's the
Sir,
one
we
that's...
feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
Oh yeah, all mine.
That's about half. Mop up the rest.
We found an Norwegian transport craft.
Oh, the range on that's actually quite low. Okay.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
I was seeing how low the flare range was.
It'll do.
Hang in there.
3 remaining. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can come up with?
Wow, toxic. Please don't run into the fucking elevator.
1 remaining.
That'd be rather hilarious, but let's not do that, shall we?
Too many. We can't take all of them.
How far over there are you? Oh, you're way over there. As you do, I suppose, when you're a drone.
We'll pass out from exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
You're being locked onto.
This is Golem 3.
That's an overzealous missile shot.
Get away!
get splashed. All aircraft, former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
Alright. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harling wants to extend his
My God, man.
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogey's on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
That's a lot of drones. Considering we're protecting a fucking Chinook, I think. Chinook, whatever.
Evading.
Against these things of all possible enemies, because I fucking hate
Fox
these.
2.
The 99s did nothing.
Roger. Sending UAVs at the transport. Orders are to fire warning.
These things, though.
Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fighter.
Whoa, again, Trigger?
He's got a point. It's
An Arsenal Bird is on its way.
not going to be able to dodge.
AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Missile in the air, evade.
Oh, it's not Chinook. It's one of whatever the fuck those are. Damn it.
Where's the signal?
How many hits can this thing take?
Almost at the lighthouse. I mean, the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours.
Enemy UAV down. Great job, Trigger.
Where's the signal? Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
I can hit you? Yeah, you're just going to let that hit you. Alright.
Won't believe the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed. Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle Squadron, babble, babble,
Except if I went the right way. Oh,
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
you fools. Don't shoot the space elevator. We need that.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report. HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAVs. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch, nothing more. Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
I can't believe I actually hit that. I didn't do anything, but I hit it.
Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
Look, man, I'm trying. Alright?
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Perhaps we should have thought about this a little bit better.
Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harley. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond.
That didn't
Mother Goose
hit
1.
you. What?
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Didn't really plan this rescue out very well, did we?
Breathing down my neck.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
Why are they still in the air?
Who could have guessed it's all gone to shit?
Altitude. Who's in control?
Ow.
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board.
Why isn't he leaving?
Mother Goose 1, respond.
Trying to fly through. Suicide.
Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Oh, come on, man.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you.
Oh, they have
UAVs are approaching
flares
Mother
too?
Goose 1.
Man.
Let's go, Trigger.
I mean, it's fair
Take 'em
enough,
down
but
now,
man.
Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
Anyway.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat
Probably help our
airspace.
Mother Goose 1 that's been getting shot at for a while.
Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you pilot?
Oh, did we lose because that took too long? I'm gonna go with probably.
Oh my God. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down. Where'd the missile come from? Mage 2 fired that. It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Oh, I've been played.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating. Friendly fire. I saw it. Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived. Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately.
This happens in every Ace Combat game. Is it time we go rogue now?
Fly for a while. You understand?
We're gonna go rogue. We break what's her name out of prison.
Failed.
Make her own group.
Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating a former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Well, that wasn't much of a debriefing, but I don't know what I was expecting, I'll be honest. There's something on my glasses. Hold on. I'm a blind man without them. There we go. I got a skin, apparently. At some point.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers.
Well, that's gotta be a pretty miserable life.
While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here.
That's me, isn't it? Pog champ.
My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
She's not been having a great time. 444. What does that mean? Who knows?
Alright guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack. Incoming! Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual.
Turn the alarm off. We're used to it. That's a good start.
Area. Okay. I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again? Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary. How many can actually... Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Which means I'm gonna down all of the bombers. But also I was wondering that too. Why not just run with the plane? But it, you know, they've probably thought of that. Why are we facing different directions? I like the names. So we got Count, High Roller, Champ, Full Band, and Tabloid. Good. We got Starfighter. Excuse me? We just earn those for free? Yeah. Are these like the only ones I'm allowed to use for now or something? Because we're here. And I can't afford that anyway, so. I know I can use everything still. Why would I want to use these? I'm not entirely sure. I took my upgrades off though. Why did it do that? Wait a minute, it's the wrong plane, that's why it doesn't have upgrades on it. You dingle dongle?
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
I got a name, man. We even have a squad designation. It's rude.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders. Go to hell. All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies.
What an organized group of people.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
Spare 15. I gotta move the mic, hold on.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. Woo-hoo! My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back.
If he makes it back,
When you land your ass at
Champ's
last.
gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it?
Spare 15. Takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The
Or just
FCS
dumps
is
us
locked.
in. Alright.
Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Well,
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes.
technically I shot one
Always in the know,
near
aren't
him,
you?
but you know.
In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah, me
This
too.
is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base. Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one. If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
I don't like this plan.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me? Righto.
Is this just dodge the missiles, the mission? Because that's currently all I'm doing. I'd like to be able to shoot at them, but you know, it's fine.
Look at them, blowing up a bunch of paper planes. The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
They're also in a plane. It's kind of hard to tell.
The control tower.
Oh, well.
Hey, what's with all the shaking? There's smoke! Send in the fire team. Do not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
I would like to not let the enemy get closer, but I can't fucking shoot. God damn it.
Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare 15, you're too far away. No time for sightseeing. Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying
Ow.
bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage.
Hog champ.
Right be done by now to rethink the odds. Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger? Starts. This is the first. If count's going forward, I decide when you die. All right,
I like
I'm
that.
assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your lying tune? I'll show you all how it's done. Spare 15, bandit splashed. Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty. Your ass is mine. Die. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them. Righto. A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Wow.
Head to the next target.
I mean, I've already killed all the bombers.
This unit, you get your tail marked with
Oh, there's a
scratches.
new one.
The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have
Good.
3
I like that.
scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't. We lost all of them. Where the hell are we out here? We're easy pickings now. Push it. Damn it. We were supposed to be done before the bombers even arrived.
Hey, Mord.
All aircraft act at your own discretion.
Ooh, you have a rear gunner on that bomber. Which I suppose is accurate, but that's not a thing Ace Combat does a lot. Well, used to do, I suppose.
Don't stray from your bomber.
Missile fire to you, High Roller!
I'm on my target. Pursuing enemy. Heads up. Bandit behind you.
He was going very slow. Also, those SAM sites. They didn't do any fucking damage, but they shot a lot of missiles.
Bandit acquired. Locked on.
That hit me? What? Should have used flares. Oh well.
At least he's decent at what he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Targets that slow aren't a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
You stop calling me murderer, you asshole.
Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You too, murderer.
God damn it, man.
He's squadron leader. Enemy concentric cloud. Intercept. Being shot at. What is this bullshit? Trigger, don't get shut down now. I got good money riding on your survival. Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Going down?
Shut up.
You've made a mistake on that bet, my friend.
Trigger.
Can you fucking stop?
You're too far, dunce. Get closer.
Oops.
Trigger again. Don't get excited.
How did that bomber not die? Oh, the-
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing? Are you?
Wilco, Man and McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
These planes on the back are rather good at staying behind me, and I dislike it immensely.
Pretty nice ride. It's been serviced pretty good. Can't believe these things used to be scrap. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her
I'm gonna need you to
problem is,
stop
acting like she's
doing
royalty or something.
this whole evasion thing for me.
Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
Spare 15.
Yeah, the AI's a lot better.
Attack.
Shit. AI's a lot better at sticking behind you than they used to be.
Fox 2.
I want that guy dead, but I don't think they're gonna let me get away with it.
Bandit on my tail. Get him off me. Damn it, I've got one on my back. Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Spare 15. Don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
Like, there's a lot of them too, and that's not really helping my cause here. It's bad enough when there's like 4 or 5, but when there's the whole fucking 20 of them behind you.
Oh yeah! Let's do this.
Sperry, watch your mouth.
Bingo! Good going! That cheers
I need to kill this
Pipe
bomber.
down and keep your mind on the mission.
Where's it at? That's not it. Is that it? No?
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky
There's
shot.
one.
Two targets remaining.
No, that's the MiG. Where's the fucking bomber?
Gotta be some kind of reason. The paper mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
That should kill it.
Left. Take him down
Whenever
now.
it gets over
First
there.
come, first served.
There we go. Alright,
All targets confirmed eliminated.
we're alive.
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what? You're not done?
Just checking.
I like the fucking bets that are going off. What if you die while landing?
This is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm.
What the fuck are these landing fucking angles they're throwing me at? Also, what airfield am I
Too
landing
fast.
at?
Lower your airspeed.
Yeah.
Bank right.
I mean, that's bank left,
Lower
you
your
know,
nose. You're
technically.
too high. Bank left.
There you go. There's your bank left call out.
1,500 meters.
Turns out I went a little past the airfield. That's fine.
You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Don't tell me what to do.
At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time.
What do you mean careful with the
I
air?
lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Wait, the aircraft's fine. Don't yell at me.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take...
You dick. Anyway, that went alright.
Did I say you could take down
Oh,
the
you
enemy?
can land on the taxi
Throw
line?
anyone who disobeys
Interesting.
into solitary.
Can you land anywhere as long as you don't run into anything? Because that would entertain me immensely. Oh, we got an A on that one. I think we're just under the amount to buy that plane, unfortunately. If I had killed a couple more fighters, I think it would have been good. But we were starting to push it at that point. A nickname. Insert clap noise. Is it Salty Sailor? I hope that's my new nickname.
Mihai's granddaughters like to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures.
You weirdo.
Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius.
Alright, dude, holy shit.
A. Shalaji.
Good lord.
When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic.
This dude is weird.
I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data, after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden. Even from me.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters.
Look, making a dog is expensive. Don't harass them.
Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repair.
Hey, this makes a return.
However, this is not for you guys.
Oh.
Only the regular force has permission to use it.
Well, fuck you.
Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
That's a bit rude. Alright, what do we got? Many, many things. Any SAM sites around? Yes. Yes, there are. As well as helicopters. 7 SAM sites? 8. Fucking 11 SAM sites just in this one spot? That's a lot of SAM sites. Alright, how much money is this? 385, we're short, very slightly. I could buy this. And it does have that. A10C for this mission? Because if I need it for this mission, I guess I'll buy it. With 4 AGM. Where did I go? Where am I? There we go. Plane get, we will. I forgot how many bomb mounts the A10 actually has on it. Look at that shit. Unfortunately, a large quantity of my money, but such is life. Do I have to take the parts off of the old one, or can I just put it on? I can just put it on, okay. There's no reason not to just use all of them. Sorry, I was adjusting myself. Alright, let's go forward, I suppose.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
SAM sites first, if we can. I forgot this thing has a terrible viewing angle.
All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as a tack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
Annihilation battles. Higher score, result in better rank, so you have to hit 20k. Alright. What's that over there?
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours.
You have a lava
If you die too
cake?
fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
I'm jealous of your lava cake. I'm doing alright, how are you doing? They're going down for their runs.
Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury. So, what are we supposed to do?
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative.
I didn't mean to deactivate that.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leave them to me. Bullying the weak is a kind of specialty of mine.
You're doing organic chemistry.
How are we supposed to work without ammo?
Godspeed with that.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys. Let's be honest here. The regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off? You're gonna wish this mission never ended. Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around. I'll try the buildings. What are the odds of getting out alive? That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading. Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
I got pretty greedy with that missile, but we're alright.
There's work to do. We can't hit enemies who knew we'd come.
Not only do I have this much machine gun ammo, it's fucking 30mm machine gun ammo. That stuff does unlimited quantities of damage. In real life and the game. Why is there a fucking 260? 160 technically, but you know.
Vehicle down.
Oh, they're taking off, that's why.
It's like playing whack-a-mole in the dark.
Proton bandit attacking.
Always planes. Oh, the fuel kills stuff around it.
That's for us. Take care of it. I know the penal unit doesn't get easy jobs, but this is insane.
I need to get away. Thinking.
Alright, anyway,
Bomber's
where's
getting
this?
away. Chase it down like you mean it, morons.
Where even is the bomber? Is that the bomber? You look bomber-like. You are a bomber.
Fox 2. Targeting gun range. Fire.
We lost the friendly.
Is there a second bomber that got off, or is it just that one? Don't know. Let's blow up some SAM sites. Yeah, the A-10 is not a dogfighting aircraft, to be fair.
They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here. Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
Missile fired.
This thing's meant for strafing runs where you just need that little viewport. Do these go straight down? Like go over there and then down, or will these miss?
Trigger smoked him.
Okay.
Maybe if we had some anti-surface weaponry.
What do you think I'm here for, bud?
Enemy has a lock.
How inaccurate SAM sites are.
I wasn't trying to shoot nobody in the back. It just ran away.
810 uses depleted uranium. Yes, it does, actually.
Get out of there. Enemy has a lock.
Damn it. Trying to lock onto shit, leave me alone.
Spare 15, locked on. AA gun down. Spare 15, rifle. The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target. You're our official.
It's also extraordinarily durable. Which its job is to fly into machine gun fire, so. What do you expect from it, I suppose?
This bastard wants a piece of me. The bomber has left the AO. Do not pursue. Keep the enemy shooting at you.
Oh, I didn't know there was still a bomber. My bad.
I know the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something.
Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one. Probably even says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy?
Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins.
Oh man, another bet?
Maybe you need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Always with the solitary.
Look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
The bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
It's not wrong. I'm gonna need you to stop shooting missiles at me.
Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead.
I'm going after the planes instead.
Like, I just want this dude to stop shooting missiles at me. I don't really care.
Advantage, but still flight capable.
Anyway, time to get shot at some more. Oh, there's 3 bombers? Okay, I blew one on the airstrip and then one in the air. I forgot about the other one, I guess. Just gaining some altitude, don't mind me. Don't have to worry about fuel as far as I'm aware, so. Let's go for this little pile here.
This bastard wants a piece of me. Don't worry about
I forget
crashing.
this.
Worry about your sins.
There are some planes that actually have reverse mirrors, which entertains me immensely.
Are you freelancing as a priest now as well as a jailer? Spare 15 locked on. Trigger disrect one.
Ow. Ow.
Missile inbound. Evade.
Aiming is hard.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Also, there's a lot of SAM
Vehicle
sites.
down. Spare 15 launching missile.
Spare 15. Hostile has a lock.
Count. Evade.
Yeah, there are planes with a lot of mirrors on them. I mean, you do have to be able to fucking see. Give some credit here.
Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280.
Oh, is it time? I hope those missiles still hit. The drones are back. Can't wait to fight those with an A-10.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots? Heard about them on the news.
Dogfighting without pilots? What?
Calm down. They're just obstacles in
way.
your way. Don't forget your original mission. It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn. The enemy's after you, Trigger.
Oh, I swerved way too hard there.
Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? Penal units are just pawns. That lying son of a bitch.
Wait, what is an AV-8B?
Serve any better. Continue with the operation.
Is that a drone?
Flares and chaff fired.
No, because it took. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. It took 2 hits. Shit. It doesn't seem very maneuverable. And they've just already been here.
5 minutes remaining.
It looks drone-like, though. I can't tell. I don't know the fucking designations. It's gotta be, because there's more than just 2 of them.
Target hit and wiped out.
I told you that thing does a lot of damage. The Harriers, okay. Why are there Harriers here? Of all places.
Spare 15 locked.
Oh, there's all the shit up there.
Spare 15 missile away.
Someone take out the AA.
Spare 15 bandits blast.
There's all the drones. Let's fight them with an A-10. Let's go antagonize them.
Turn around, enemy on your tail. If you keep flying straight, you'll get hit.
I missed.
You
Damn.
got a lock? No way. This is spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail. I can't. I've got my hands full too.
You'll be alright. 7.
Damn it, I'm hit.
Whatever your actual name is.
High roller missile. Another one. I've got a bet on me getting out of this.
Well, I don't think he's making it, is he?
Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High Roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
It's our friend, dude. We may be all convicts, but goddammit.
They can't even approach us.
I ought to kill this AA gun, so stop locking onto it.
What happens to a bet when the banker's out? Go easy, moron.
I'm glad that's their worry.
There's no point. Retreat.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished.
I'm hit. My aircraft. This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
Shut up.
Try and stop me.
3 minutes.
If by not a fight, I assume you mean
Stick with the best if you want to survive.
not fair for the drones, then yes, I agree with you.
Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score.
Do you?
Man, you're useless. Everyone knows you inflate your numbers.
Fucking ability of these things to make 90-degree turns suddenly. I suppose that is a fair point. There are a lot of hills.
Engage or face punishment.
Keep yapping away, little guard dog.
You'll pay for this.
I mean, it looked like there's some flat places you could put an airfield. It wouldn't be the greatest place to land, but
The one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all. You're still at it.
Missile launched.
he's locked on me. I was a drone behind me.
You haven't done enough damage to the base. Regular forces will have trouble attacking. You cowards aren't even suitable as targets.
You call us
Rude.
cowards when you bark at us from miles away?
Enjoy yourself in your cell after this, Count.
He's not wrong, though.
Okay. All that's left below you is piles of rubble.
I mean, we're doing pretty good here.
Let's see if they can't hit you this time.
I'd rather not get hit. Hey, I'm an A-10. I'm slower than you. I'm gonna lose this mission? Probably.
Missile inbound. Evade.
Is that gonna hit? Oh, come on.
1 minute remaining.
Oh, that one hit me somehow. Alright.
Box 2.
How much time do I have? 40 seconds to get that much? Yeah, that's not happening.
Spare 15 is cleaning up. 10 crafts down.
Spare 15. Enemy's got a lock.
It's the mission and the ones who stayed that are crazy.
30 seconds remaining.
I actually got that off. Anyway, time to fly off into the sunset while our timer runs out.
This is a whole new kind of war.
Convicts, your time is up. Top brass wants you to head back. You'll have a nice time in solitary.
Thanks, dude. I always like to have a nice time. Why was we retry from checkpoint? Oh, the checkpoint is literally the start.
Welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
Let's not take the casual approach of flying real slow, shall we?
Forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as a tack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
Look at all the fucking shit on me. Yeah, it's always solitary. Boring.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
Locked on target. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
We're gonna burn as much of our anti-ground stuff as we can quickly here.
Transport truck
And then
spotted.
see what's
Not a
left.
threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leave them to me. Bullying the weak is a kind of specialty of mine.
The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
Can I target the fucking SAM site? Alright, game.
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here. I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here.
This would be a lot easier if they would let us rearm, but you know.
But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around.
Don't worry about
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
How slow can I go straight down? That's actually rather impressive, I'll be honest.
Are you freelancing as a priest now as well as a jailer?
To be able to go that slow straight down, I like that.
They're after me.
What am I locked onto? I don't know.
Spare 15
Something, somewhere. They really don't give you a lot of time to do this, do they?
Spare 15 locked.
I suppose that's kind of the point, but you know, still. Can I get these 2 locked?
Vehicle down.
Really, I should be doing strafing runs too with the gun, but you know.
It's almost impossible to find an opening. They've got every angle covered.
Can I blow up the bridge? I can. I can also get shot a lot, but I can blow up the bridge, Tom. Oh, I'm out. That's why. Okay.
Turn and burn. Missile headed for you.
Let's fly over here and see what's going on. There's some anti-air guns. Oh, the score goes up with difficulty too? Oof. You guys are on a road, and I'm an A10.
Spare 15 target destroyed.
Oh, that was aggressive. I was hoping I could hit that missile. Brrr. These are farther away than I thought they were.
Enemy in gun range.
Hello, my old truck friend. I missed you before.
Trigger's destroyed all the trucks.
Alright, what are we looking for? Some stuff here. Could shoot that helicopter down. which we may as well, I suppose. Wish missiles had a longer lock-on range. Is that behind that? It is.
Fox 2.
Spare 15 is down to target.
Alright, fuck you.
AA gun down. Spare 15, watch your tail.
What is the most populated area with shit that I can kill? Don't know, but this dude's here. I'd like you to die if possible. He didn't even try to avoid that.
Locked.
Stop stalling, thanks. Not the most maneuverable, I suppose. Fight you? Nah. Shit to do over here.
Another base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something.
Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. Osea has one. It probably
That's behind the thing.
where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy?
Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Bandog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Always the solitary.
This doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is
That's
all
not
about
gonna work.
getting access.
Ooh. No, let's not do that, shall we? Let's not kill ourselves today.
Our attack angles are limited.
I need more targets to shoot at.
Enemy in gun range. Spare 15 locked. Okay. All that's left below you is piles of rubble.
Is that gonna
Look
spawn
for
the
more
drones
enemies.
now?
Let's see if they can't hit you this time.
They're not gonna spawn shit. Scared of you. So we got a dude over here, it's flying away from me. We got an anti-air gun over here that I could shoot at. There's an oil tank. Look on the big radar. It's a fair point. Probably go this way. Oh, that's the way I was going before, yeah. Yeah, just play solitaire instead.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Don't tell me when to pull up. I do what I want, video game. Like explode by running into the ground. I do that.
This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Vehicle down. Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280.
That was a good run. Drones are here. We had, what, 6 minutes left or something?
They're drones.
Yeah.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots?
Those are 350 each. Oof. Man, you have to kill almost everything on this map, don't you?
They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
The murderer's done it again.
I like that the tank is shooting at me. I think that's my favorite.
About the shitstorm he was sending us into? Fuel units are just pawns.
That lion son of a bitch. Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
Bandog's kind of an asshole. I just want to point that out.
Bandit in my sight.
No, we got a fire.
The drones, yeah. Well, that wasn't a drone, but... Holy shit, there's stuff everywhere.
This is how it works. You do whatever tasks you're given.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too. High roller missile. Shake it off. God damn it! I'm hit. I'm still at the table. High roller missile. Another one. I've got a bet on me getting out of this.
I accidentally stalled. Feels stalled, man. There's a lot of missiles around.
Someone's down. Who is it? It's High roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
Behind.
Chaff and flares are running low.
Don't talk to me about my chaff and flares.
Anchor's out. Another man down. There's no point. Retreat.
How did I miss?
Follow your orders. Continue the
How did that
operation.
miss, man? What?
Will be punished.
I'm hit by aircraft. This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
Shut up.
Try and stop it. I'm getting behind Trigger. Stick with the best if you want to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? Man, you're useless. Everyone knows you inflate.
I don't think I've hit any of the last several missiles.
Fox 2.
Because these assholes doing this bullshit. There's a SAM site over here. Don't mind if I do. 3 minutes left.
Or face punishment.
Keep yapping away, you guard dog.
You'll pay for this.
Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all.
There's a lot of SAM sites around here.
Count, you've got company.
Target destroyed.
Breaking off.
AA gun down.
On my target tail.
Fucking SAM sites, man. Also, this... I'm assuming that's a drone chasing me. It might be a helicopter. No, it's a drone. Ooh, we are gonna die.
Take out anti-air weapons that get in the way. Locked on target.
Unfortunately, I believe we're probably fucked.
I'm finally finding my crew.
Spare 15 launching missile.
Yeah, target destroyed. That sweet tail is mine.
Where is there?
Spare
It is.
15, enemy's got a lock.
If only I could bring a radio to lift my spirits.
AA gun down.
We need 3K more, 2 minutes.
Enemy's got a lock. Break, missile inbound.
2 minutes remaining.
Ow.
Missile inbound, evading. Count, you've got company. Disable them. They'll crash on their own.
I'm not gonna win a fight with an F-16 unless they're real bad.
Trigger, hostile behind you.
I know there's a hostile behind me. Shut up. There's a lot of things behind me.
You're still at it.
Nope, there it
Spare
goes.
15 was shot down.
No. The struggle is real on this mission.
Some welcome.
Alright, let's investigate here.
Spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right?
I'm pretty sure this base and the one north of it is going to be most of the points.
We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first.
Vision mailed.
If you can't handle
We'll
that,
get it.
just
Might
fly
take
and
a
be
couple
target.
tries. This is proving to be actually quite hard. It's really like the last, like 6,000
Some
points.
have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. Whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can. What are the
odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading. Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
And do it without the A-10.
Aircraft that join later need to
Do
get
it with the
repairs or
starting
ammo to
plane.
fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leave them to me. Ruling the weak is a kind of specialty of mine. I'm out.
I'm gonna need you and my F-16 based friend to fuck right off.
I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Irregulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bandog's finally come around.
Oh, my greed. My greed.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8?
I'm glad I have to listen to this dude every time, too.
The base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
In annihilation battles, Terpadur, your objective is to get hit by missiles. That's not the objective, but that's what's gonna happen.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
Oh, I was really hoping that would work. Not expecting it, but I was hoping it. Let's see if I can kill this dude real quick.
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line.
Just to get them out of
You
here.
guys do not have that luxury.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Spare 15, Fox 2.
Trigger, rocking it hard.
Cut the crap. There's work to do.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Too bad. I'm assuming the allies are actually doing nothing, but if them doing stuff added to my score, that'd be really good.
Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
I can't believe that didn't hit it. Like at all. Not even a little bit.
Supposed to work without ammo. I'm heading back.
Nice try.
That should
This
kill it.
stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Irregulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Bandog's finally come around.
Hey, Bandog.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that? Scratch one
We
off.
could just keep replenishing that, I guess.
Righto. Trigger eliminated a target.
Might not be a terrible idea.
The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Thanks, dude.
Locked.
Instead of relying on missiles so much later.
Spare 15, missile away.
Not that missiles are bad. But you know.
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
One more?
Enemies locked
Please.
on me. Someone help me out here.
Locked on.
Oh, we're locked onto one up there. I didn't even see it. Oops.
Missile incoming. Enemy in gun range.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns.
Yeah, like look how quickly we get 8,000, and then like towards the end of the mission, I'm struggling to get like a couple thousand. I need you to not do that, thanks.
Trigger eliminated target.
I suppose that is where the whole difficulty comes in.
I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
If it was a lower difficulty, you could just, you know, get the easy points.
Spare 15, locked on.
I'll just do that, whatever.
Let's bet how much damage we can do with just machine guns.
Just machine guns.
Turn and burn. Missile headed for you.
I just shot that at nothing. Good. Airfield's are very popular. That's true.
Missile launched.
Will that hit this? Probably.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
And then this side has like 85,000 SAM sites for fuck knows what reason.
Almost out of special weaponry.
Rest in peace.
Spear 15, they've got a lock on you. Locked on. My fingers on the
Oh
trigger.
boy. Can you stop shooting missiles at me? He says while he shoots missiles at things.
Missile incoming. Move!
Let's see if I can really quickly take out a couple of these dudes so they stop shooting at me.
I've never been good at hide and seek.
They're not the most maneuverable, so they're kind of free points.
Locked on target.
I mean, it's certainly freer points than the fucking drones.
Vehicle down. Maybe if we had some anti-surface weaponry.
What do you think I've been doing? I could go rearm, I guess. That takes so much time. Is that even worth it?
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock.
Alright. 14k, 9 minutes.
I know the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new
Ow.
mission comes in.
Ow.
But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something.
Battle doctrines. Something happens, they tell you what to do next. OCA
You'd
has one.
rearm?
It probably even says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy?
Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next
Let me do a run on this AA gun and then we're going for it.
this too, Van Dog.
Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Man, you're delusional.
A bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people.
How much time does it burn
by their desk. Gathering intel
to
is
get
all
over here?
about
You never
getting
rearmed on
access.
this mission? You may never need to.
Okay.
But I am also
What's up below you is piles
42%.
of rubble. Look for more enemies.
So I'm slightly
See if they
alarmed
can't
about
hit you
that.
this time.
I like that you can do this. Does it auto rearm or do I have to land and then take off? It doesn't fix the plane. I thought it repaired you a little bit. Oh well. You can skip. Okay.
Spare 15, this is
Oh,
the
it doesn't
control
take
tower.
time.
Make your landing check.
We'll just skip it. Oh, you can swap too. Bet you could do that.
Spare 15, you are cleared for takeoff. Get your ass in gear.
Fixes if it's not in ace mode. Yeah, so there you go. And I don't have ace mode, so haha. Alright, 7 minutes left, 5k. This is, I think, better than we were doing before, at the very least. Look at all of my teammates over there. How's it going, Ape? We're just enjoying, and you know, the nice view. Look how beautiful this is. It's such a pretty game. And there's just a fucking collection of idiots over there. An achievement to S rank ace every mission on ace. I imagine that's rather hard, but you also have like the option of all the planes if you're going for that, so We're just gonna use the AGMs.
Missile away. Locked on target.
I love how slow this thing can get before it stalls. Oops.
AA gun down.
There's another group over here. It's trucks and a yeep.
Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280.
Skip this because I don't give a shit.
These must be the infamous drones. They can dogfight without pilots? Heard about them on the news.
Machines are not replacing humans. Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
In gun range.
I hate the radar cloud mission. What is the time limit on that?
Did the jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? Penal units are just
Normally those are timed, and I hate it.
Son of a bitch. Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
This is Spare 11. Enemy
Wish it
base
hadn't
dead
locked
ahead.
onto that one, but it
Damn,
did,
we
so.
can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops.
Spare 11, just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Locked. Vehicle down. 5 minutes remaining. This is how it works. You do whatever tasks you're given.
Yeah, we got it this time. 5 minutes for
Destroy the enemy
1K.
facility while everyone else was sleeping.
I told you we'd get it eventually. It just took a couple tries. Please lock on. Thank you.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too. High roller missile. Shake it off. God damn it! I'm hit. I'm still at the table. High roller missile. Another one. I've got a bet on me getting out of this.
Just let the dialogue play, don't mind me.
Someone's down. Who is it? It's High roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
High roller is hit. No, we gotta fire.
So we've at least met the objective. Now I just have to live for another 4 minutes.
Continue with the attack. Keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise.
Easier said than done sometimes, but yeah, now I just need to not die.
Follow your orders. Continue the operation.
Which, this drone, or whatever this is that's following me,
This isn't even a fight. You want to lose all your pilots?
needs to fuck off.
Try and stop me.
Don't expect this to be a straightforward.
I'm getting behind the trigger. Stick with the best if you want to survive.
I may as well keep doing these for points.
Let him. Poor decision on
See
your
if it gets
part.
us a better
I've still
rank.
got top score. Count? Man, you're useless. Everyone knows you inflate your numbers. You take care of the surface target.
Almost out of special weaponry.
I need you, drone man, McDrone dude, to die if you could manage that for me.
Engage or face punishment.
Easy yapping away, little guard dog.
You'll pay for this.
Oops, I thought that was my lock on.
We're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all.
3 minutes remaining. Missile
Nice
away.
turn. Forehead. I need you. Whatever fucking SAM site bullshit's down here. I need you to stop. I could just fly away.
Warning, missile in the air.
That would be the intelligent thing to do, wouldn't it?
Chaff and flares deployed.
The enemy can only approach us from certain angles, so cover them. Enemy's gonna lock.
Stop. Please.
Hostile has a lock.
I'm leaving. I'm going home to my people.
Bandit right behind you. Spare 15 down another. That's 3.
I don't think I'm allowed to leave, because they're just fucking everywhere.
Chow, bandit on your 6.
2
Did
minutes
I get an
remaining.
easy one on of these two? Probably not that one.
Tabloid, missile coming at you.
We're just gonna fly.
Missile inbound. Evade.
I'll just outrun the missiles for it. Or fly into the sun. This is how you avoid missiles and stuff, right? You fly into the sun. Forehead. It's really bright. Who could have guessed?
Enemy is locked on.
I still want to know what the altitude limit is in this game.
1 minute remaining.
So we're gonna fly up for a minute now.
Take out anti-air weapons that get in the way.
I wonder what the maximum score you can get on this is. Answers the altitude limit for this plane at least. Yeah. Same as before. Kerbal Space Combat 7. Whoa, that was a little jank there. I don't know how I feel about that. There you go.
If you keep flying straight, you'll get hit.
Dramatic camera angles, etc.
Okay, you've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass.
Hey, we get a pass.
I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary?
Can I go into solitary?
That gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already.
I have a lot of bullets. Where do they keep all the bullets that are actually on this thing? Because in real life it carries a lot of them too.
All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were...
Did you guys hear the regular forces?
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line for supplies and for repairs.
Hello.
This will result in solitary.
Oh, fuck.
Take them.
Well, look, man. I wanted more missiles. You wanted me to blow shit up. Make up your mind. I got an emblem and a nickname. I keep forgetting about nicknames. I should check those. I don't even know where they're at.
You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you.
4,200 rounds a minute.
But just remember,
Oof.
if you disobey orders, there's a special place in
Oh, sorry.
solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law.
Yeah, aliens.
Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Osean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember, they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
Time to shoot them all down. Anyway. Ally ×3. It's gonna be one of those at every radar in there, yeah. Choose your best fighter. Unfortunately, because we bought the A-10, we can't afford this still. Yeah, we're exactly the same quantity short. I could purchase this, which is an improvement, is it not? Wish there was a compare feature. Loses some speed. And it has cams, which are pretty good. Mobility is what I need. Well, it's a huge improvement on mobility. Not as much as this thing, which I still really want to purchase because it goes to the 15E, and then this, which is just cool. Bring a Spitfire. Let's go ahead and buy the Hornet, I guess. What does it lead to? About 1 billion upgrades. Holy shit. At least the lighting. Alright, we'll buy this. It's an improvement. It's not a bad plane. It's got the dingle end on the back. Everyone needs a dingle end on the back, you know? Plus it's got sweet scoops. Every plane should have scoops. Every video game should very slowly do this. All of them. It's great. Alright, do I need this? No, probably, well, not really. How much money do I have? Not enough. Alright. Let's go fly our new plane. Ain't she a beaut? Look at them scoops. Alright, look at the mobility. It's definitely better than the old one. Again, I wish there was a quick comparison, but yeah.
Aircraft preparations complete. You're cleared to taxi.
All these planes that have the second pilot in them, the co-pilot, and they're never mentioned. What is their name? Who are they? I forgot to check nicknames again. God damn it.
Spare squadron, this mission needs to be quick.
Alright, time to accelerate then.
Facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops.
Whoa.
The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently
Okay.
contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
I was looking at the altitude and I'm like, I'm pretty far off the ground, and then it turns out the ground is not 0.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those
Jesus
planes.
is my co-pilot.
Destruction of target facility is confirmed.
I've never flown this close to a mountain.
You have to name him yourself, he's your pet. Everything I name is just Bob. Not the greatest names, just Bob.
Hostile has a lock.
Just a little bit more maneuverable.
Fox 2.
Right, we only have 2
Destruction of
missiles.
target facility confirmed.
Bob the co-pilot.
The regular force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Erusea? They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe?
Alright, one more
There's only so
radar.
much I could find out.
No, 2 more
Enough
radars.
talk.
Never mind.
Radar's working! We're under attack! Don't wait for interceptors! Use missiles!
There are
Ice on my wings.
a lot of clouds. I know they mentioned that.
Missile.
Fuck.
Locked.
The wind! I can't fly straight!
The wind is pushing me.
You amateurs.
Ooh, the wind. Ooh, the wind.
Spare 15 is out of commission.
Oh, the wind. There was a little bit of increase of strength on the wind over there, rather suddenly.
Spare squadron, this mission needs to be quick.
Who?
Target radar facilities and AA
Like, I know it's just a gameplay thing, but like, who in the dev team decided that there should be miniature fucking tornadoes?
Man, you guys were born unlucky.
It's just randomly around.
Who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Cyclops was,
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles.
I hit that from here, or is it on the other side?
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Cyclops was with us when we were, doing that mission, weren't they?
Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
The terrain makes the
Or am I
airstream
misremembering?
bumpy. Don't damage those planes. It's cloudy around there. Radar visibility is limited. Stay alert.
Why do you only lock onto me and not the other fucking idiots around here?
Spare 15, missile away. Destruction of target
They don't think
facility
so?
is
Okay.
confirmed.
I remember their call sign of the people that were there.
The regular force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Erusia? They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe? There's only so much I can find out.
Enough talk.
Chris, below me and clouds above? This is a joke. It has to be.
I want to send Erusians to hell, but I sure enjoyed them.
Champ out here with the edge. I should be fine just flying straight. Yeah.
Destruction of target facility confirmed.
Real hard to see around these parts.
This mission is crazy. All our commander thinks about is looking good for the General Staff Office.
The mission doesn't require you to talk. Use your
Why?
head as well as your hands.
Righto.
Yeah, this entire area is just fucking terrible. Gargoyle Squad. Yeah, okay. I have to remember the name. Or try to, anyway. Fuck you. First, you're surrounded by a tiny localized fucking tornado.
Spare 15, launchers
There's no way of going back to the brig.
Look at this shit, man.
All targets destroyed, no complaints here.
Did you see how much that was pushing me?
Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
There they are.
Leave this one
That's
to
a
our
lot of them.
friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home too.
Things don't always go perfectly.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All
Why are you
444
not equipped
aircraft,
for
get them out
air-to-air?
of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As they say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity.
Hey, I'm alive. I think. Fuck if I know where I even am. Hold on.
Alright, good start. Now let's get the
Alright, there we go. We're good.
Someone flew into the thunderclouds.
That's me.
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Thanks, dude. Welcome to getting hit by lightning. Can it stop?
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
I don't even have time to check radar. Strider 4, bandit behind you.
Evade! Missile incoming!
UAV down.
That lightning almost hit me again. Well, that one did.
There are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone.
I'd like it to stop that, but yeah.
Cyclops 2, evade that missile! Cyclops 4, evasive maneuvers, missile!
I like how there's always someone that calls out evasive maneuvers for shit. Like, shouldn't they be tracking that themselves?
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trigger.
Wiseman 444 squadron support incoming.
I was calling me a coward. I don't think cowards would fly through the fucking thunderclouds like this, but you know. Fucking can't see where it is.
Evading incoming missile.
UAV's retreating. Let's go.
I'm blind as hell. Cyclops 4, do a barrel roll.
Hostile behind me.
This is bad. We're fading fast.
Quit scratching your ass and approach the enemy.
I'm trying to, you fucker.
UAV zapped.
There's a thunderstorm, man. It's hard to target things.
You got it.
Dodge that missile.
Will that actually hit? Is it that good at tracking? No. Okay.
Missile, don't let it touch you.
I lost too much speed.
I know they're good at tracking, but you know, there is a limit.
Cyclops 4, missile.
If they are just decoys, there are too many.
Cyclops 3, watch your ass.
Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
You sure you just flew into a thundercloud without even blinking?
Yeah, what up? I mean, I did blink. It's kind of hard to see. But
I just hope I can hold out till help arrives.
that was greedy. Sometimes you gotta take the greedy shots, you know? What am I locked onto? It's over here. Will that hit? Don't know. Let's assume it will.
UAV destroyed.
I owe you one.
Fuck
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go.
this entire goddamn mission. Just fuck all of it.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
Cyclops 3, evade! Missile incoming! Cyclops 2, look behind you!
Cyclops 2, missile
Cyclops 3, check your 6!
Trigger's holding up, but we got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud. Cyclops 3, Cyclops 3, there's one aircraft nearby.
Come on, man. Oh, come on, man.
Yours is to get the hell out of there.
It unlocked right when I fired.
Cyclops 3 has broken off. Bandog, it's just me and one more to go.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today.
Hooray!
Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
Can I go to solitaire and play solitaire?
Go free after that. You're in no position to call someone a devil count. Don't make me laugh.
Cyclops 2, hostile on your rear.
Not letting a damn robot shoot me down. Someone hurry up and
One
rescue
more.
our hapless regulars.
Cyclops 2 is broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude for you.
Who is
Cyclops 1,
this?
check your 6.
Oh, it's actually him. Okay. I was like, who is this if everyone has escaped?
Cyclops 1, missile.
You'll be alright, Cyclops? Fuck thunderstorms, by the way. I hope those don't make a return, but they probably will.
Just one fighter.
Here we go.
Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself. Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Can you actually fly a jet through a thunderstorm?
Tell him I'm grateful.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare squadron. Mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a
Like,
minute.
is that a thing that's possible?
Oh, give me a break. You have more chores for us?
Spare 8, champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it.
Whatever that is going real fast. Oh, that's what that is.
Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it.
Spare 8, no dogfighting.
Negative. I'm not letting this slide.
You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Yeah, shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost.
I'm not hitting the controller, by the way.
SU-30. All Spare Squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
That was entirely the wind.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
You told us their jobs are done. I'm going home.
We should probably... Oh, they're fucking Su-30s as well.
Craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element and take up the rear. Forget it. Triggers taking
This
the
is not
reset
gonna
on.
be easy to follow, is it?
This is where tabloid bows out. Shit. I missed. Roger that. We'll
And they take more than 2 missiles.
Sol 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine.
Copy that.
More than 4 missiles. Holy shit. That's a lot of missiles, my dude.
Spare 15, this is your fight. Spare 11 can't touch him.
Someone actually kill him, or did I just lose him?
No, we managed to take it in a non-critical area. I'll teach you how to do that when we get back.
This is our first ace fight. Woohoo! And he's decided to fly down. To be a fucking asshole about this, didn't he? Had to make this difficult. Can't just dogfight in the sky.
Fox 2. Missed target.
Shit.
Took a lightning strike. Control regained. No issues.
Yeah! Even lightning barely positive. That guy's the real thing. Wiseman, you see that color? The way he's flying?
Enemy has a lock on Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron.
Can't see, Captain.
Sol 2, this is Sol 1.
Sol 2 here. What's up?
Missile did not connect. That wasn't the plan.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here. Understood.
You asshole.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
This guy's really good at flying. Who could have guessed?
No way. I
I
wouldn't
know.
last a minute.
Lucian, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
Copy that. Was gonna do that anyway.
I wish my option was do not engage, because he's
Spare 15
rather
caution. If your plane
annoying.
gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
Doesn't miss an opening. The guy's a goddamn flying wizard.
Have I even hit him yet? I don't think I have I? How many times do I have to hit him?
Enemy has a lock on you.
Dodged again. Interesting.
Gun range.
3 white lines. Do they signify something?
Missed target.
Fox 2.
Hit him with the guns. There.
Locked on.
Look after your
Ow.
craft. One mistake and you're a goner.
I'm surprised you just can't hit him with missiles at all.
I thought. Shaking bandit.
I know you're down there.
Spare 15 locked on.
I wish I could do that maneuver. That's a sweet maneuver. He shoots missiles backwards, which is real swanky.
Spare 15 has entered the clouds.
I'm just gonna keep shooting missiles at him every time I'm locked on, because why not? It's pretty clear he's not gonna let me just hit him with a missile.
Taking fire.
has a lock. Chaff and flares are running low.
No.
I have a lock.
Do you have a lock? I don't believe you have a lock. Oh, you're real close to me. Fuck. Surprised he can keep a lock on me when I'm behind him.
Flares and chaff fired.
This is hard. This is quite hard. Oh, come on.
Taking fire. Fox 2.
Nice. Bandit hit. Spare 15 got him.
I hit him? Hog?
Someone, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm getting a little excited. Enemy has a lock on me.
Warning. Systems malfunction.
He's so fucking maneuverable. I know he has a much better plane than me, but Jesus. I assume he's gonna have to leave because of this. No! What the fuck?
Spare 15 was shot down.
Oh, I used flares and flew into it. Oh, you fucker. That was the hit too, that was the second hit.
Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
You told us their jobs are done. I'm going home.
Do I need to bother with the other two, or do they fuck off?
Why are some of 444's craft flying out of bounds?
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11, form an element and take up the rear.
Oh, it replenished my
Head on. You two
better
deal with
missiles.
support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine. Copy that, King.
My infinitely superior missiles.
Soul 1, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well...
Yeah, okay. So the damage forces the dialogue.
Wiseman, you see that color? Wings flying?
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Shut up about your over-G.
Your job's and I'll do mine.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Don't talk to me about G's around these parts, alright?
We'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here.
Understood.
I mean, it's his over-G's, but don't talk to me about it. Holy shit, he's fast. Yeah, he's gone. I mean, he's there. I see him.
Bandit is retreating. He managed to survive somehow.
There you go. Just had to have my better missiles, and then we win automatically because they're overpowered.
Trigger, kindness gets you killed.
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear?
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Will he be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Runway is clear. You have permission to
Alright,
land.
we're gonna land
Made it this
for
far,
style
don't
points.
Screw up now. Too fast. Lower your airspeed.
Is that airfield over there again, or is it a different one? I think it's that one again.
3,000 meters. Bank left.
A nice calming landing after that. That was exciting. I liked that.
1,500 meters. Heading is good. Stay on course.
Oh, try landing on the taxiway? Oh, that's too late now. I guess I could take another pass at it.
You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
We'll just land. Is the taxiway... Ow. Fuck. Is the taxiway smaller?
Next time. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
Stand by for further
Crew
orders.
said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today.
Just think of that fight as I was showing off the fight before I came back and shot him twice with missiles and immediately won.
I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark.
It was all planned.
Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Totes.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick.
A stealth aircraft developed as part of the Advanced Tactical Fighter program. Goodbye. Can't even read that.
You returned without permission and failed as escorts.
What?
So how about you rethink your value while in solitary?
What the fuck,
Take them
dude?
away. Well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them.
Asshole.
I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
Oh well. Look at that. 125,000. We got an A. Clap. Apparently we only killed the drones. What? Wait. Didn't we shoot a bunch of ground stuff? What happened to all that? Where are my points for that, damn it?
I had a chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that?
Hello. Stop calling me an idiot, please.
The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face, like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books.
Reading
Not
is good.
encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school. Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, the fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges.
Gasp.
One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
When do I get bought a drink?
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was gonna keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Plane upgrade, PogChamp? Pipeline destruction? That's a phrasing right there.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones.
When do we get away from this
For our
dude?
forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the
This dude took our food away.
sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
Penetrate deep to conduct a pipeline destruction. Unfortunately, I don't have the time for this mission, so we're not actually going to do this mission, but look at all this shit over here. Sam, a bunch of Sams. And a bunch of F-15s. I do have to eat at some point. Queen's Custom. Don't worry, we'll do A10 and some more of that machine gun later point. Before I do that, actually, is there... I guess we'd use this. So it enhances aircraft. Does everything. And I don't know when we get Airman First Class, but I do have to eat at some point, and now seems like a reasonable time. I might be back later tonight, I don't know. If I'm not back tonight, it should be tomorrow, so. Airman First Class is multiplayer, okay. That's strange that they split it like that, but fair enough. But anyway, thanks for hanging out, chatting. I'm off forever.